C1f, cooking and food additives. So in this module we're looking at the effect of anything that happens in the kitchen really, and why food changes. So we'll start off with protein in eggs and meats, why you can't uncook an egg. When eggs are cooked, the proteins inside them change shape. So they go from the soft, transparent, gooey stuff into the hard white shape, and that is the changing shape of proteins. And it's a permanent change. It's one of the most basic examples of a chemical change, and we call it denaturing. Don't get that mixed up with enzymes at high temperatures, etc. Cooked potato is easier to digest. Alright, it seems fairly obvious, but what happens is the very tough cellulose inside, the really tough biological material, is torn apart because as the water inside expands and boils, it ruptures all the walls and makes it much easier to digest. Emulsifiers, very often anything to do with mayonnaise, anything where water and fats are mixed together, we have emulsifiers, and these are these special molecules that have a hydrophilic end which loves water and a hydrophobic end that doesn't like water, and it makes fat and water mix. So here we've got an example of a fat droplet, and this is what an emulsion is. It's not dissolved, but it's dispersed, and we have lots and lots of little droplets in and around the water, and they're covered in these emulsifying molecules where we have the hydrophobic end inside the fat and the hydrophilic end on the outside of the droplet, and that stops the two from separating. Now, bread has been used for centuries, and yeast inside the bread makes it rise, and the yeast has a reaction and it gives off CO2, but when you get to oven temperatures that's no good because it's going to kill off the yeast. So in cakes we use sodium hydrogen carbonate in baking powder, and under thermal decomposition, when it gets hot, it makes sodium carbonate, water, and important for this part, carbon dioxide is given off. So that rising agent gives off carbon dioxide, and if you're higher tier, make sure that you can do sodium hydrogen carbonate, making sodium carbonate, CO2, H2O, and that you can balance that out.